Right, howdy folks, welcome back. So let's just go back here a little bit. Here we are. This is January 5th of 2023. And as we go through this, here, let me pull this down just a little bit. There we go. And we'll start going through this frame by frame here. So as we end here, here's our count 2023 right here. We're getting close to the end of the 5th right here. And just as it turns the 6th, we have, boom, our X flare right here. And you can see the little X pattern in it from the glare off of the camera lens there. But we'll go ahead and zoom in on this for you. Oopsie. Does that look okay on the screen? Is that better? Well, let's just try this a little bit more. There we go. Now it's a little more centered. Okay, so here's our X flare right here popping out for the sun. Let me go click on this real quick. That way we can move back and forth. Alright, so as you watch, here it comes. It erupts. Comes out. Nice, strong little bubble right there. You can see like an appendage sticking off of the sun. And then it recedes back down. Okay, and we'll go backward through it here. As it recedes and goes. Alright, there's the very beginning again. Boom. Here's the first frame right here. You can see this little streak where it's kind of glitched out the camera. You can see it's all grainy. And then it clears up as our X flare. That was a long duration X flare too. Okay, so there was that. Then I just wanted to bring that to you because our other satellite does not have any data from the 6th yet. So we are going to show you today the 5th, and we'll get this started here. Whoops, put it in reverse. All right, let's let that loop play for a minute. And you can see we've had a couple of CMEs coming off the sun here. Here's one right here. There's an object right there, one in there, and then another one right here. So we've had 3 objects cause some CMEs today on the sun. There's that one's pretty clear, and we'll go through these frame by frame so you can see them. So let's just pause back up a little bit with this first one right here. It's got all kinds of plasma with it over here on the red side. Barely make it out. It's a little bright patch right here, and it's our object surrounded with plasma. And let's just back it up a little bit, and that way you can watch both sides. Watch it come out here and come out right here. Okay, and then right behind it is this ghost image, the shadow image or whatever, and you can make out in the ghost image here this nice round object. And let's just go zoom in on this for you guys. Because right here you can make out our round black object. This is the ghost image. This is like the negative of the frame before, but here in this ghost image you can it captures our round black object right there. Still got some kind of plasma draping over it right here, but you can see here. Let me pull this out of the way and scoot it up a little bit. Nope, didn't work. It's right there. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. So that's our first outbound object, or first pass of the day. Then as we proceed, we have this next event right here. You can see it over here on this side. Is a nice little bright spot with some plasma trailing along with it. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start going, zooming in on this for you guys. Pull this out of the way. Yeah. Now you can see this V-shaped bow shock that's forming on the back side of this object. Here's our object right here. Okay, here's the V-shaped bow shock that's on the back. Plasma is coming this way and building up on the back side of it. This is all plasma right here. It's showing dark, but there's plasma right there built up on the back side of this object, and it's a little V-shaped bow shock right there. You can make out the circular shape of it. Let's go in even tighter on this for you guys. Okay. Maybe just pull it a little bit. There we go. Now you can see we have our object that has plasma around it right here, and then this V-shaped bow shock going behind it. And then you can see in the ghost image here, this round black image of the object moving out. All right, let's zoom back out a little bit. Okay, whoops, too much. All right. So there's this object leaving the screen, and then we have another CME blast down here. Our object's right in this little zone right here. And it's still surrounded by plasma, but you can make out the round shape that it holds all the way through that. And then over on the red side, you can see this dark patch right here in the middle. That's our object. As it goes out, moves on out. Then we also got this flow, again over here on this side. This is right about where that X-class flare fires off just after this event. And like I said, this is the tail end of the 5th, and they didn't have all the data. Well, almost all of it to 23-24. There's only a couple frames missing. All right, but back to this. Let me back up a little bit. All right, here's the opening frames. As this emerges, you can see here's our little object right here, one going out, another one right here. And notice this guy moving in. As all this is going on, notice this guy moving in over here. Okay, then we got a third one right here. And then another one right in here somewhere. So about 3 or 4 objects there causing CMEs on the sun. And then we had the X-flare, which we were kind of looking for any kind of response from this inbound wave that's puncturing the heliosphere. And today was the 5th, the day we would start to see some kind of side effects or whatever on the sun. And I was thinking about 17 hours, which would put it in early on the 6th, and that's when we had our X-flare, was early on the 6th. So I believe that that might be a reaction to this inbound wave. And for those of you who follow Pastor Paul Begley, Mike was on tonight and discussed more about this. And they've even admitted now, NOAA has admitted that there's an inbound wave. So this is all really happening. It's really coming true. And this is the effects that it's having on our sun. So let's just go back to this one real quick. Let's just zoom in on it again. And we'll run this real quick. Where'd it go? All right, about there. Okay. So here we go. Here's our X-flare again right here. And this is early on the 6th, right at about 54. 105 UTC is the first frame of this X-flare. So 1 hour into the 6th, and we have this X-flare going off. And then tomorrow, when the other satellite, if it updates the data, I will do... No, this is not the galactic sheet, and Suspicious Observers talks about the galactic sheet a lot, and this has nothing to do with it. The galactic sheet is just a current sheet. It's not affecting our sun. This is objects that are causing this effect on the sun. I'm real suspicious about Ben's observations because he seems to be missing all kinds of blatantly obvious stuff, and all he focuses on is little stuff like this that you can only see right next to the sun. He never looks at what's causing this stuff. He thinks the sun's burping out these things when it's obvious that the gravitational field of these objects passing by is what's ripping plasma off of these. This is a new kind of physics. These guys are stuck with their old physics, thinking that the Big Bang has just been proven wrong. And most of their theories were relying on the Big Bang, so most of their theories have been wrong. What I like to do is look at observation and see with my own eyes. I don't like to take somebody else's word for it. I come over to the instrument myself and check. So as far as Ben is concerned, I used to watch him. I watch him still a little bit for other aspects of his show, but he's going to have a rude awakening and find out that all of his physics have been wrong. So in the meantime, we just do these reports and keep showing these signs in the sun. These are all signs in the sun that were promised in the Bible, okay? And that's what we're seeing here. Oh, bless you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like jump your case or anything. I was just trying to answer that question. I'm more jumping Ben's case because I brought this stuff to his attention. I showed him Planet X. I showed him Nemesis, and his response was, "Oh, that's just a flare." Dude, you need to pull your head out of your scientific ass and start looking with your own observations and stop relying on what they, indoctrinated you in school. School has been a brainwashing indoctrination center that has got everybody looking in the wrong direction with the wrong excuses and wrong explanations. So for right now, I just go with the observations, what I see, and report on what I see. And I try not to make too many theories. Every once in a while, people will have questions, and I will try to answer them the best I can with what theories I have. But then I admit it's a theory, and I don't try to enforce it on everybody. But anyways, thank you for the question about suspicious observers. Mike from Around the World is the person to listen to. Paul Bagley is the person to listen to. There's some others out there. Planet X News. I don't know if he's been around lately, but he's another good guy to watch and listen to. And in the meantime here, let's see if I can pull up the GFS real quick and do one quick GFS report while we're here. Please, Lord, let this computer work. GFS model. There we go. Tropical Tidbits, you guys. Go to Tropical Tidbits, click on this, and come over to this GFS map and check out your 16-day forecasts. So here we go. I'm watching the West Coast again because this is a serious situation that's going on over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in on that and let this loop play. We're already getting heavy rains in Central California, Northern California, the Sierras and everything. And it's already, starting to fill the rivers. And with more on the way, we're going to have some flooding issues. We're going to have landslides, lots of wind, these tight bands and everything. There's lots of wind associated with these storms that are going to be blowing over trees and power lines. So you're going to be losing power here in this area. You're going to be flooded in this area. And one of the last storms on this pass here is a cold front. So it could lay down 24 inches of rain in Northern California and then have a hard freeze right after it and freeze everything in position. So you guys take heed, get ready, prepare, watch this instrument and check out your breaks. When you guys get a break in between storms here, that's your chance to make it to the store and get more supplies, get more gas, whatever you can get the hell out of Dodge if you can, if that's the case. But yeah, this is a serious situation, and there's some other weather reporters that are finally starting to report on this, but I don't see the mainstream media mentioning anything. They'll say, oh, there's one storm coming in, and then, oh, we got another one, but there's a series of them still coming. So I'm just going to bring that to you guys and warn all those people in Northern California, all of California actually, because Southern California is going to get hit too, right here too. So all of California, even Oregon and Washington. Let me move this out of the way. For you folks up here in Oregon and Washington, British Columbia, you're getting hit right here too. Some of these things when they come across, where was it? There's going to be a tornado outbreak right around here probably. So some nasty weather coming through the nation here, and especially for California. There's going to be flooding and coastal erosion, just all kinds of mayhem in California. One of these lows has a very deep trough, low pressure, and sometimes those bring earthquakes. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of these storms, when passing over, triggers an earthquake or something in California. I pray I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I just know that sometimes it has those effects, and those are things to watch out for. So everybody, keep your head on a swivel and be aware, be prepared. Have your cars with water, full of gas, supplies, blankets, stuff like that, because you don't know if you're going to get caught in your car, you're going to be caught in your house. So it's just to kind of help you guys get prepared for what's coming here, because it's going to be a little bit more than I think people are expecting. But that's it for tonight, I think. Yeah, I think I covered everything. And tomorrow, when that new data comes up for the SOHO satellite, I'll be doing a report on the X-Flare when that data comes up. So we'll be doing another report tonight right around 10. So that's it for tonight. Love you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye.